Yes, we want to bring you the death of corporate media and the death of fake corporate news as a campaign weapon, as a campaign mechanism for Hillary Clinton. That is precisely what is happening over the last 24 hours. Do not get it twisted. Don't lose the plot. What's happening right now is the destruction of corporate media as a campaign vehicle for Democrats. You are watching people get arrested. You are watching people get dragged before judges because Hillary Clinton and the corporate Democrats decided that they could shop fake, falsehoods, garbage, made-up nonsense in the form of a dossier to corporate media, and corporate media lapped it all up inside of the wrap-up smear. We covered this yesterday in our live, the wrap-up smear. The wrap-up smear is something described thusly by Nancy Pelosi herself. Create a fake document, give it to the idiot press, the idiot press report it, and then say, oh, look, there's your validation. There's your fake document. That's how the wrap-up smear works. Hillary Clinton's campaign did that, and now these people are going to prison because what happened is, one, that's illegal. Two, federal investigations got involved. Federal investigators were lied to in the process. And three, now Joe Biden's White House is implicated. Fox News did a wonderful segment this morning on Jake Sullivan. Jake Sullivan is the nasty, translucent skin, weirdo-looking twerp who works inside of the Biden White House in one of the most powerful positions in the Biden White House, National Security Advisor. This dude is high up. He looks like a wet toothpick, but he's high up. Now, this dude, Jake Sullivan, is listed inside of charging documents from John Durham for coordinating with the dossier, the source of the dossier, the guy who made up this trash. Jake Sullivan, the guy who's currently sitting right now in the position of National Security Advisor, was central to making up Russian hoaxes that defamed, derailed, disgraced, and defiled our democracy. It's going to shock you, but in all due respect to Joe Biden right now, he said he was going to surge immigration on the border. He said he was going to get rid of fossil fuels. He said he was going to collapse our currency. The guy kind of did tell us this was going on. Now, we as conservatives, I am a conservative, I am a Republican, screamed from high heaven to warn the rest of the country that this was going to destroy us. So we did our job. Joe Biden legitimately told people what he was going to do. How many electoral votes did Donald Trump win by? It was a resounding, defining victory against Hillary Clinton. He won it fair and square, and then what did Hillary Clinton do? That nasty witch shopped around for years at the expense of taxpayers, at the expense of our national sovereignty, our democracy, and the will of the people in this country, a lie, a vicious, sickening lie that her campaign paid for, that her campaign created, that the members of the Biden campaign were involved in creating. Current sitting members of the Biden White House created a fake dossier with Russia, by the way, colluding with Russia, we now know, in order to slander and defame, disgrace, and to rob, strip you, the American people, of your right to elect a president and to let that president govern this country. Will you recognize with me that everything the left accuses us of doing, they are themselves doing? When they say that Donald Trump was a threat to democracy, they are the threat to democracy. When they say that Donald Trump colluded with the Russians in order to rig an election, it was legitimately them colluding with Russia to rig an election. It's being clear to all of us for a very long time, but now people are going to prison for it. Now, there have been 3 indictments, and according to John Ratcliffe, there's going to be a ton more. Hopefully, that paddy wagon pulls up to the White House and drags Jake Sullivan's skinny, translucent ass out with it. Because this man is in charging documents from John Durham, and he's now currently our national security advisor. An outrage that should have people marching in the streets right now. This type of weaponization of the state against the will of the people is how you destroy a country like ours. We must be careful. We must take this seriously. There's a lot going on in the world right now. We wanted to talk about this because it is, in my personal opinion, the most threatening thing to our democracy indeed. Hillary Clinton's campaign, in collusion with her own lawyers and with the collusion with the FBI, created a dossier that is fake, based entirely on lies and falsehoods, then shopped that around, merchandised it, is what they call it, merchandising it, to press and reporters, telling reporters to write it. It got written. It got brought into the FBI by Hillary Clinton's own lawyer. Hillary Clinton's lawyer lied to the FBI, walked into the FBI building, and gave them this dossier and said, hey, I'm just doing it out of the goodness of my heart. Liar. He was getting paid by Hillary Clinton to do that. These scumbags, these rat's nests, these cockroaches. They ship that fake news and shop that fake news around, and it becomes so loud. And when you turn on the TV, all you see is Russia, 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 Trump, collude, Trump, collude, Trump. It's all you see. And then you get yourself a special counsel. Then you get yourself 3 years of an investigation that mars and defiles the will of the American people. Trump was not allowed to govern in the way that he wanted to govern. These parasitical people, they lied to our media, they lied to our federal investigators, they lied to our federal government, and now, hopefully, they're going to prison. We'll see. Thank you for watching. We are 100% independent news. Are you sick of being lied to? We certainly are. That's why we started this channel. But we can't do it without you. We can't keep going without your help. All we ask is that you click like and subscribe and share this video. It's free. And it keeps us going, it keeps us growing, it keeps us getting the truth out there to break the rotted corporate media infrastructure that wants to lie to you every single day, wants to corrupt your narratives, your truth, your story, and your very society. So support us by clicking like, clicking subscribe, and thank you, Patriots.